Missouri Representative Luetkemeyer is calling on the government to temporarily insure every bank deposit in the country to help bring confidence back to the system. He's been a champion for small banks in Washington for decades. After 30 years as a state banking examiner and a community banker himself, he says a broad-based guarantee could be the move to stop more small banks from going under. Let's bring him in now. He's also a member of the House Financial Services Committee, I should add, and a ranking member of, what else here? The Subcommittee on Consumer Protection and Financial Institutions. Congressman, welcome.
Welcome. Good to be with you. Thank you.
So you really have a firsthand perspective on these troubles. You know, people will say we obviously can't afford to insure every deposit in the banks, but we learned during the pandemic that sometimes just knowing the backstop is there means you don't have to really insure any of them. How do you think such a system like this would work?
Well, I've suggested this as a possible scenario of ways to minimize some of the deposit movement that's out there. I said a 30 to 60 day period might give us a chance to get a good handle on exactly the depth and breadth of our problem. It's one of the tools in the toolbox for the regulators to think about. They can request that of Congress. Congress would have to do this. But I think we saw in the 2010-2012 timeframe that it lends some stability to the system. But I think we need to have the data at this point to understand whether this is actually a viable solution or not. I think there's other things that we could probably do, but I think this particular solution that I think is something that could be considered, it needs to have the data to show the amount of deposits that are moving and who they're moving from and who they're moving to.
Right. So I think the broader question is, do you think enough has been done by regulators to instill confidence in the banking system?
Well, I think they started off real well. I think they did what they thought was necessary. They didn't really know the depth of the problem. There's a tremendous liquidity problem in the system, and we had about $230 billion that flowed from federal home loan banks last week, another 160, I believe it was, from the Federal Reserve facility. So you're looking at close to $400 billion that flew into the system to provide the liquidity that wasn't there at the week before, to be able to shore up the banks, give them that protection they needed. So is that the solution? It could be. I think we need to get the data from the FDIC to understand, again, how many deposits are fleeing and from whom they're fleeing and to whom they're fleeing.
Congressman, if I'm not mistaken, didn't we do sort of precisely what you're proposing in the 2008 banking crisis, i.e., insure deposits above $250,000 for a temporary period? And what was the effect then?
Yeah, I think that's what I've alluded to a moment ago. Back in 2009, August of 2009, the FDIC at that time had the authority to do this. In Dodd-Frank, we took that authority away from them and did it ourselves in 2010, extended to end of 2012, and at that point it ran out. And right now, none of the regulators have this authority. Only Congress has the authority to put this back in place. So, again, it's a tool in the toolbox of the regulators that we want to, if they request it, it's something we should consider. At this point, again, we need the data to show if it's necessary and what kind of a problem we have. But I think the amount of liquidity that flowed into the system last week shows that we do have a problem. And is this a viable tool? I don't know. I think we need the data to figure it out.
Would there be, would you back any form of expanded guarantees here? So, and does this have to work its way through Congress, where we see something like a 2-year unlimited cap, or what do you think the right level would be? $500,000, $1 million? Would it depend on the client? Would it depend on the bank?
Well, I think that's going to be thrashed out by Congress, obviously. I know the Mid-Side Bank Coalition is requesting a 2-year guarantee on everything. I personally am not in favor of that, but I think if we can sit down and figure out, again, it's important to know what your problem is and the depth of your problem to be able to figure out the right solution. Again, this is, when I was asked this question 10 days ago, my response was, if we have the problem that we think we have, this may be a short-term solution to give us time to think about it. Is this today the right solution? I don't think we still have the data, although we do see from the liquidity problem that was obvious from last week's investments by the Federal Home Loan Bank and Federal Reserve, that there is a problem there. So again, if we get the right data to show the depth of the problem, and where the problem is manifesting itself from, then I think we can design a solution for that that's actually going to work. And maybe the liquidity problem is solved by the ways that we're manifested itself last week. At this point, it's still kind of a guessing game, and so we'll see how this goes. But I think we're in a period of time where we need to be very calm, very collected. Everybody's fine. The banking system is very fine. It's very solid. But obviously, it's under stress right now as a result of, number one, our economy, and number two, because of this banking situation where we've got some of the banks are upside down with their investments versus their interest rates on those and the liquidity problems they have within the bank. So it's a situation we need to be very careful with so we don't exacerbate that.